Hey everyone, this is Amy with Simply Elizabeth Crafts, and I'm finally getting to this video. I have been under the weather, so I am voice is semi-back and doing better, but I thought it was time to go ahead and get this posted. So in this video, I will not go through the measurements or anything like that. What will go with it is a link to a blog post so that you can have all the measurements for this card. This is a slimline card, and we're going to be using the Kite Delight, and I really do like this set. I love kites, and I said that in the Facebook Live, but I really do. So being able to play with this set a little bit longer really did make me excited. So we're going to do that. We're going to change things up just a little bit, and I'll walk you through those changes as we go through it. This is a slim line card, so it does fit in our new slim line envelopes. There are many colors. There's actually 3 colors. I say many, 3. And I'm going to pull it in so you can see it. So you've got the white, and then you've got a soft seafoam color, and then you also have a smoky slate color. It actually might be gray granite, but I think it's probably closer to smoky slate. So you've got those 3 colors for your slimline cards, and in this pack comes 15 envelopes. So you can make 15 cards and get the envelopes for that. So one little thing I did want to tell you about the envelope is this fits perfectly in there. Do note that the bow does make it a little tight once you get to it, but it slides right in and out, so not a problem at all. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna move the stamp set out of the way. We're gonna switch up these kites right there. I'm gonna pull in, and we're gonna go ahead and stamp those kites. And we're gonna do a little different because I like it, but it's not like wow to me. So we're gonna switch those out to use the flower stamp, okay? So we're gonna stamp the first one in Granny Apple Green, and that's gonna be our checkered one. So, and we do have to fussy cut all these out, just so you know. Okay, that did not ink up very dark. I think I need to re-ink my Granny Apple Green. Let's try that one more time. Better. Okay. And then we're going to do our flowers in Daffodil Delight. It's going to be 1. And we'll stamp that right there. Okay. And then we're going to clean our stamp. And we're going to stamp it in Mango Melody. Put that there because I can't get it shut. All right, so we're going to stamp that flower one again, and it's going to be in the Mango Melody, which Daffodil Delight and Mango Melody are close, but one has a little bit more orange to it, so it does make it stand out just a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead, and we are going to fussy cut these out. We'll start with the fussy cutting just so that the ink will completely dry before we color. And I'm going to grab my big scissors. I think the big scissors will be just fine because it'll give me one good swoop in a straight line here. All right. Okay, so there's that. And then there is this one. I'm not really worried about how much white space, only because you can't tell once it goes on the white background. You just want to fussy cut it out. You do want it to have that white border. Okay, and then one more. There we go. All right. So there's that. I'm going to put that aside. And we're going to just leave those right there, and then we'll color those in a second. We're going to go ahead and stamp our background. Now, one of the other things I want to tell you is in doing this, I didn't necessarily like this line here going through the clouds. So I found a solution to fix that. And so we can still stamp as many clouds because I like having a lot of clouds. So I die cut these, and these are from the Pierced Blooms die set, and it is the stem. So we're gonna try that. I think that's gonna work much better, and I think I'm gonna like it a whole lot more. So sometimes it's all about trial and error and figuring out what you like and what you don't like. And trying different things to see, you know, what you could go with next. All right, so I'm gonna pull in a piece of grid paper. We're gonna grab our cloud, and then we are going to stamp in Balmy Blue on the background. Now, one of the things I did want to tell you is that with the Balmy Blue, with the cloud, I did turn it upside down in some of the positions. You'll notice that there are these little dots. Quite frankly, I don't think it really matters if they're upside down or what. So we're gonna do it in both, okay? And I'm gonna put that one up there. Let's turn this one around and do that there. And I do want quite a bit on here. And there. We're gonna do one down here. Now, before I keep going, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the sentiment so that I know that it is in the place that I want it to be. I'm gonna put it right about here. All right, so that stamped pretty good. All right, and then we're gonna continue on with our clouds because I wanna make sure that I get lots and lots of clouds. I really want the clouds to be there, obviously, right? All right, let's see. We're gonna do one other one right about there, and I think we're done. Actually, let's do one down here. Okay, now I'm done. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna attach two pieces to the back of it. And I cut these grading apple green, but I cut it with the chevron from the Basic Borders, okay? So we're gonna attach one to the bottom and one to the top. So I'm gonna flip this over. I put some Stampin' Seal Plus, or you can use Stampin' Seal, whichever you prefer. And then we're gonna line it up. We want just a little bit there at the bottom and a little bit at the top. Like that, okay? And then I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna trim it. And then we'll trim this side as well. Let's see if my lefty hand can get this to go beside it like that, yep. And then let's do this one and this one. Being left-handed is a little different when trying to cut some of these sometimes. Cut those edges off. All right, so there we go. We've got that. And now let's go ahead and color our pieces here. And I'm just gonna color them. I'm not gonna color all, just a little bit. Now I'm using the light pumpkin pie on the Mango Melody, okay? And on this one, I'm gonna do the center. And then here I'm gonna do the outside. I'll do the petals. And here I'll do the petals. And here we'll do the center, and then we'll do the center on that one as well. And then we'll do the center on that one, okay? So there's that. And now let's do the Daffodil Delight. All right, so on this one, we're gonna switch it up a little bit, and I'm gonna do petals here. And we'll do petals here. And do the center there. Do the center there, do the petals here, and then we'll leave that, okay? Now with our green, we are gonna do a checkered. So we're gonna take the Granny Apple Green and we're gonna start right here. We're gonna fill in. Now, I did use the Stampin' Right markers in the first one, but I didn't really like, the look of it. It wasn't real smooth, but I mean, it was fine, but I like the blends much better. So letting it all really dry, and then you can come back and do the blending works really well. All right, and then that one. And then we're gonna come right over here. We're gonna do that little one, and then that one right there. Okay, so there we go. Now we're gonna take, and we're gonna go ahead and adhere this right onto our card base. And if you wanted, you could even go in and stamp some clouds on the Balmy Blue card base, but I'm okay leaving it blank. But that's definitely another option for you. All right, so we're gonna line it up on this side so that it's even. And then we're just gonna make sure that the top and the bottom are even. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna take my favorite ribbon and black and white gingham, and we're gonna wrap it around, and we're gonna tie a bow. And I know what I did forget. I forgot the inside piece, but that's okay. Just make sure that you add a piece to the inside. Balmy Blue is light, so in technicality, you could type or write right on the inside of it, but if you would like, you can add that white piece on the inside. All right, so I'm gonna make sure that it's butted right up to that edge, and then we're gonna tie a bow. We're gonna see if I can tie a bow today. All right, there we go. And I'm making sure that it's straight like this, so it is a little easier to put into the card envelope, into the envelope. All right, there we go. Oops, let's pull that a little. There we go. And of course, you know, it's gonna just give me a little bit of trouble, right? Okay, now we're gonna cut off those ends like that and like that. And I'm gonna pull this one, make that just a little smaller. There we go. Let me trim that. Okay, so I'm good with that now. And I'm gonna put this back on here so that I don't poke myself in a minute. Maybe. Definitely don't want to poke myself. Okay, so we've got that. And now the last thing we need to do is add on our kites. So we're going to put this one right about here. We're going to put these all on dimensionals. And you know what? I need to add these, but we will add these with mini glue dots. Okay, so let's put this one right about here. So if we do that right there, before we put it down, we're gonna need to put this piece down, okay? So we're gonna just attach it up underneath like that. Okay, and I think I'm gonna like that. So we'll take a mini glue dot and we're gonna attach it to that end. And then we're gonna stick it right there. Now, that does mean that this is gonna hang a little bit, but we will get that down. We're gonna use some liquid glue and we'll make sure we get that down. You could also use the adhesive strips so that you could put it down and it'll all stay flat. But I think I definitely like that better. Okay, so then let's take our green one and we're gonna stick, oops, hold on. There they are. They're right in front of my face. Ah. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on as well. So let's grab this mini glue dot. Actually, we're gonna put this one on over here. So we're gonna put this one here and then put our kite right about there. Right about there, okay? And then let's take this and we're gonna actually lay it so that it goes across like this, okay? And we'll move we can adjust these stems because they're skinny in order to fit all this. Okay, so let's take a mini glue dot. And adhere and adhere this way. Like that. Let's see, I'm trying to get it to where I think I'll like it. And then we can also move this down a little bit more. Okay. All right, so now what we're gonna do is just take a little bit of our liquid glue, which I have currently lost, so let me go grab it. And we're literally just gonna take a little tiny dot and put it, if I can get it to come out. All right, hold on. Ah, this is how it would work, right? It's gonna like shoot out really. Okay, well, let me do this. Let me grab another one. I think I've got one more. Huh. And of course, it's not up there either. So let me see if I can. Here's what you do when you can't, there it goes. When you can't get it out, then that's how you do it, right there. All right, so I'm gonna just take and put some, here's how you fix things when they don't work. All right, so then we're gonna just put a little bit of the glue on the stem like that, and then lay it down. Okay, so then we're gonna do the same with these two. We're gonna lay that one down there. And then this one, get a little bit of glue and lay that one down there. All right, there we go. So there is our finished card. Sorry. And I definitely like that better. All right, thanks everyone. Have a good day.